Hi everyone, welcome back to Zira. In today's video, I will take you through how an operations manager can connect a power meter to Zira and identify energy trends to help reduce your energy consumption. Through this, we can fine-tune your machine set points to improve reliability, decrease downtime, and optimize energy consumption. In this video, we will connect one of our power meters, then take that data source and attach it to a specific Zira channel, set a simple high energy consumption alert on our data source, then add all of our data to a dashboard for us to see. Okay, here we are in Zira. Now let's say we are an operations manager who just installed a new power meter, and we would like to pull that data and see it on Zira. So to add a new power meter, we will go to the data sources tab, and in the top right, let's click add a new data source. This is where we can select the collection method. In this demo, we'll use the Zira Modbus connector, which is our first option. And after clicking that, you can see that we can name the device. For this example, we will just name it power meter. After that, we could provide a description if it has a location on site, but we're going to skip that and go down to type. It is a power meter, so we will select that option. And after selecting that, you can see that we can now select from an existing model, or we can create a new one. For this one, we will select an existing model. Let's first select our manufacturer, and then we can select our specific model. And after selecting a model, we can see that you can now configure the units of measurement based on the model that you have chose. For this example, we will keep it all the same and go down to filling out our IP address. This is required. And then next, our port. And finally, our slave ID, which we will have as 1. And after filling all of that out, we will now click save. Our new power meter is now connected to Zira. So now after connecting your new power meter to Zira, let's say we would like to see all of the latest data coming into that meter on a specific channel. Well, on Zira, you can easily attach a new data source to any channel you prefer. So from data sources, let's move to our channels tab, and you can create a new channel in the top right if you would like. But for this example, we're going to move to our desired channel, which is one I've already created, and that's the one called power meters. So let's go to that channel, and from there we will go to that channel's data sources tab, and in the top right you will see that's very similar to when we created and added our new power meter. We're going to click that again, and as you can see now, it pops up all of the existing data sources that you can choose from. Luckily for us, the one we just created is right at the top, so you can either search for the data source or find it in the options, and we will just click on it. And now you'll get a notification that it is now connected to our new channel. So if we cancel this, now we have our data source connected to a specific channel on Zira, so we can view all the latest data coming in. So after attaching our data source to our new power meters channel on Zira, we can actually set a simple high energy consumption alert on our data source that would let us know when an out of spec consumption happens or no data is coming from our new power meter. And we can do that through our triggers. So we will go to our data source and select the triggers option. And through this, we can add a new trigger to let us know if there is an out of spec consumption or data entry that would tell us that we are using too much energy or there's not enough energy at all. So for this trigger, we will simply name it high energy consumption. And our trigger rule will be that if our total power is greater than 50, we will leave a message if this were to occur saying that there's too much energy being consumed. We can even set a task automatically if this were to occur, saying to check our power meter readings. We can assign it to a specific member on our team, change the status of it. For this task, we are going to say is high priority. So we have an alert set and a task set for if our total power consumed is greater than 50. So we will save that. Okay, so after adding our new trigger onto our data source, we just add this power meter. It may take a few minutes for the latest readings to come in, but we need some data to see if we can actually get an alert if an AvSpec consumption is reported. Luckily on Zira, we can import data from an Excel sheet. So for this demo, we will go ahead and move to our data tab and import some data that we have. Let's say they're older readings from our meter that were never recorded, but we want to make sure they're imported into Zira so we can analyze and see them. So we're going to go ahead and import and select our Excel table. Okay, so this is seconds after importing our Excel sheet into Zira with some past readings from our power meter. And you can now see that they are all populated on Zira under our new data source. Now we did set a trigger to tell us if there was an entry reported saying that our power total was over 50, it would alert us and send us a task to do. So we're going to back out of this data source tab and we're going to go to our posts. And now you can see that we were alerted that too much energy was being consumed. We did have an entry from our data source saying that our power total was over 50. So now we have an alert and also a task telling one of our team members to check our power meter readings. Finally, after attaching our data source, we would like to see all of our most important data on one Zira dashboard. So from posts, we are on the main site here. We're going to go back to our power meter channel. Here it is. And as you can see, if we go back here, our data source is still connected. We can see our last reading and when that came. But here we're going to go to our dashboards tab and we're going to create a dashboard under our new power meters channel. From here, we can select an already existing dashboard, but for this example, we're going to create our own and we're going to name it power meter dashboard. Simple enough. And we're going to hit save. So after creating that, it should take us right into the dashboard where we can add any new widget we would like, customize it based on our preference so we can see all of our most important data from our new data source. Okay, so after adding some widgets and customizing it to see the latest data from our new data source and power meter we've attached on Zira, we can now see our kilowatt per hour consumed today, compare that versus our produced with our nice time chart we have here. Even see our average hourly kilowatt per hour in a nice table. And as an operations manager, we can now go into our dashboard quickly and see the latest tasks and things that our team has to accomplish. So basically now this dashboard can be a one-stop shop for an operations manager coming in at the beginning of the day, seeing how much power is being used and taking the latest data and readings, analyzing those trends and turning those into corrective actions for our team to fix, but also to help use less power and become more energy efficient. Through attaching a data source on Zira, we're now able to identify energy flows, but also opportunities to improve our processes and fine-tune machine set points to improve reliability, decrease downtime, and optimize energy consumption. Thanks for watching.